A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton from his beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, this beautiful, wonderful island country, Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, that is in the blue Caribbean Sea. Boys and girls who are seeing this video on the internet and the World Wide Web. Happy for you all to join me, and of course happy for me to join you all out there, brothers and sisters. Physically, I am not seeing all your face, but you all are seeing me in a video form. But spiritually, I am seeing you all, my dear friends, brothers and sisters. But spiritually, I am seeing you all, brothers and sisters, wheresoever you all are, all over the world. You remember what Paul said? You remember what Paul said to the church? Physically, he's not there with them, but spiritually, he's with the church, the saints of God. Having said so, brothers and sisters, I want to continue reading from this wonderful book of the late Herbert W. Armstrong, dealing with the United States and America in Britain in prophecy, dealing with the true identity of the 10 lost tribes of Israel, and with the descendants of Jacob, Ephraim, and Manasseh. Brothers and sisters, there are many groups in the world today, throughout the United States and the Caribbean, who are calling themselves the 10 lost tribes of Israel. They say they are the true 10 tribes, the true 10 lost tribes of the house of Israel. They call themselves Black Israelites, or Black Hebrew Israelites. Brothers and sisters, but brothers and sisters, I want to remind you, I am not here on white or black. Whatsoever color the 10 tribes are, I accept them. Whether they're white, black, or green, I accept them. So I'm not here on color. I want to keep on reminding you all that, brothers and sisters. So without further ado, those who happen to see this video in America, in England, in France, in Germany, in Scandinavia, in Bulgaria, and they are in different places of the world, welcome. At this same time, England finally emerged from the internal strife of the War of the Rose. The War of the Rose. I think I heard about that war, I think it was 100 years war, the War of the Rose. I think it's come across it in some book. In case, at last, a stable government emerged under the, let me spell the word, Tudor dynasty of Henry, I think it's 5 or 6 or 7, Henry V. 11. Over the next century, 100 years, a remarkable transformation began to occur in England. Literacy spread, Catholic control was overthrown, and the tiny islands nations began to develop into a sea power. The year 1588 was a benchmark in England history. Spain had set out to conquer England and restore it to the fold of the Catholic Church. In pursuance of this goal, a vast, I spell the word Armada, set sail from Spain. Shattered by storm winds of the coast of England, the Armada was defeated and little England was saved. Notice what Sir Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister in the Second World War, that man with the big cigar and the hat. You see Winston Churchill, you always smoking with his hat, and he's a short man and he kind of fattish. the prime minister, the war prime minister in the war years, in the Second World War. The Second World War started in 1945. So William Churchill. And you know, this recently, I just want to throw this in the mix, brothers and sisters. This recently, I saw they bring out a new movie. Yes, they bring out a new movie. The English people, they bring out a new movie. One of the directors, they bring out a new war movie based on the Second World War based on the Second World War. Of course, concerning Adolf Hitler, dealing with the Second World War with Winston Churchill. One of the actors, he's playing the role of Winston Churchill here. A new movie have come out in the cinemas. Notice what Sir Winston Churchill, in his history of the English-speaking people. Let me repeat this once again. Notice what Sir Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, in his history of the English-speaking people wrote, but to the English people as a whole, the defeat of the Armada came as a miracle. For 30 years, the shadow of Spanish power had darkened the political scene. A wave of religious emotion filled men's mind. One of the medals struck to commemorate the victory bears the inscription. Let me spell the word: AFFLAVITDUSET God blew and they were scattered. Elizabeth and her seamen knew how true this were. Volume 2, page 131. Yes, brothers and sisters, this marvelous victory guaranteed that England would not come back under the domination of the papacy Rome, and set the stage for future religious freedom in England. Awareness of God's role in English history fueled a newfound interest in the Bible. This interest resulted in the translation of the Bible in 16th century, and widespread dissemination of the Bible during the reign of Queen Elizabeth's successor, King James I. Throughout the 16th and 17th century, England's sailors and explorers set out across the globe to mark the beginning of England as a sea power, naval power, and set the stage for future commercial and economic greatness. Oh yes, brothers and sisters. Oh yes, brothers and sisters. So brothers and sisters, you all might say, I, Eric Braxton, is reading from this book. And what this have to do with the 10 tribes of Israel? Well, we will see in due course of time. Who are the 10 tribes? The true identity of the 10 lost tribes of Israel, and the true identity of Ephraim and Manasseh. We will see who they really are, because there are many confusion and distortion that is out there. Many people think they know who the 10 lost tribes are, but they do not know. Many people think they know who is Ephraim and Manasseh, and in fact they do not know. This book will bring out the true light to the whole world, who is really Ephraim and Manasseh, and the 10 lost tribes of Israel, and above all, and of course, the house of Judah, the Jews that is in Tel Aviv in Israel. This book will cover everything, brothers and sisters. This book will remove the darkness, and the light will shine forth. The eternal light, the truth of God. Now, having said that, brothers and sisters, I've come to the end of this video. Now may the grace of God be with you and with me, and once again with the human family, from this day forth and forevermore. Shalom, peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends.